All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Can you hear me, guys? Okay. Welcome again to the chemistry lesson. Okay, let's see now how many students in this classroom. Normally, how many students in this class?
20.
20, sir.
20 students. 20 students. So now I'm using two accounts here. So we have only 15 students now. Okay, no problem. So this is lesson 2, chemistry lesson 2. So before we start our lesson, let's pray. Pray begin.
Sir, your sound is low.
Pray finish. Okay, let me check first. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. I
Is
listen.
it good now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, it's good now, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, let's start with the attendance. So I'm going to share you the attendance link. So please, all of you fill in the link. Okay, everybody, please turn off your microphone, and please, I already share you in the chat room the attendance link. So could you please fill in the link? Can you please fill in the link of attendance? Let me check here. Yes, it is coming now.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is the time period?
Period 5 now.
Oh, now it's 5. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. But if
Now
you already
it's
feel
5.
6, no problem. 5 and 6. We have 2 periods today. But choose one of them. Choose 5, yeah?
Yes, sir. Or we do both, sir. 2 times.
No, only once. 5 or 6. Choose 5. Don't do both. Okay, while you are entering you're filling your attendance, let's start with the lesson. Eighteen, 17 students now in the classroom. 3 students are still missing.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
Yes.
one student named Al cannot join because he has internet problems.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to ask him. So I have a problem with the sharing. Let me share again. Okay, can you see now?
Yes, sir.
I see.
Okay, so we are still continuing talking about chemistry and its application in life, scientific method, and lab safety. Actually, last lesson I gave you a simple task. Actually, it's not task. It's just brainstorming. I just want to know what you know about chemistry, and all of you maybe yes. Okay, some of you already write your definition about chemistry. So today we are going to learn about chemistry itself, the question that I asked you last week. So we are going to find out what is the answer for that. So when we are talking about chemistry, chemistry is a science that studies about matter and its changes. So the most important thing here is the one that I make bold, matter and its changes. Can you see? Matter and its changes. So actually, when we're talking about chemistry, it's all about matter. What is matter? Some student maybe have a perception matter is substance. Actually, they are quite different. Matter and substances are different, but as a rough, in general, we can say that matter is substances, okay? Zat. In Bahasa, we call it materi or zat, substances. So what we are going to learn in chemistry, we are going to learn about matter, about substances, okay? And also don't forget its changes, because matter or substances can change from one form to another form. Okay, when we're talking about matter, now let's talk about matter itself. Matter is everything that has mass and volume. So everything that has mass and volume, we call it as a matter. So the parameter is the mass and the volume. When you see something has a mass and volume, then it is a matter. Generally, we can differentiate matter into three states. It can be solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, for example, I have here my cup. Yeah, my cup is a solid, so this is a matter. Inside my cup, there is water, and it is a liquid, so it is a matter. And when we are breathing now, we are using oxygen for breathing. So oxygen is a gas. So these three things, if you can differentiate solid, liquid, and gas, you can identify whether it is solid, liquid, and gas, then all of that thing you can classify it as a matter. Okay? So chemistry is study about matter, and matter is this one. So take a look at this picture now. What you see in this picture?
Tree.
Palm tree. Palm tree.
Tree, but the tree is blowing, right? There is wind here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Now my question is the wind is matter or not?
Yes, it's a matter.
Yes,
Yes.
matter.
Are you sure wind is a matter?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not. Why not? You have to differentiate between wind and air. Angin dan udara, they are different. Wind and air. Which one is matter? The wind or the air?
Air.
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 Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Air is the
Element
matter. Wind is not the matter. Wind is the air which is moving.
moving air.
Yeah,
Wind is moving air.
air is the wind. So wind is not matter, but the matter is the air. Sorry. So the wind is the movement of the air. So that's why wind is not matter, but air is matter. How about this? What you see in this picture?
Lamp.
Lamp.
It's lamp. It is matter or not?
No.
Yes.
Lamp?
Yes.
Lamp is matter because it's solid, right?
Solid.
You can see,
Solid.
as I told you before,
Oh,
if it is
yes.
solid, liquid, and gas, then it is matter. So lamp is a matter because it's solid. You can see it. Okay. How about the electricity inside the lamp?
It's not a matter.
Is this a matter?
No.
Electricity?
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. Electricity is not a matter because electricity is actually also the movement, like the wind. Electricity is the movement. The movement of what? The movement of electron. So inside the electricity, there are electron which is moving. So the electron which is moving that can make an electricity, that's one is the matter. But the electricity itself is not a matter. Listrik bukan materi. Yang materi adalah setrum. Okay, so different. Listrik and setrum. Setrum is a spark of electricity. Spark of electricity is contained of electron. So this one is the matter, but the electricity itself is the movement actually. The movement of the electron. So the movement itself is not a matter. So the one that is not a matter, the movement, you will study it in physics. That's why you study about the movement of the electron, which is called as electricity in physics. Okay, so electricity is not a matter, but the spark of electricity is a matter. Okay, how about this picture? What you see in this picture?
Thunder.
It's thunder, right? Or lightning. Okay, what do you think? It is matter or not?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
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 Thunder or lightning is a matter because
Matter.
there is also a spark of electricity there. There are also a cloud of electron, a cloud of proton in the thunder. That's why when someone is getting touched to the thunder, someone can die, right? Maybe you heard from the news, someone died because of the thunder. Why? Because thunder is containing electricity, spark of electricity that makes it is a matter. Okay, so thunder is a matter also. But as you see before, there are three states of matter, which is solid, liquid, and gas. But thunder are different. Actually, now scientists has found already the fourth state of matter, which is called as a plasma. And thunder is called as a plasma. It is not solid, it is not liquid, it is not gas. Someone microphone is on. Can you turn off the microphone, please? Thank you. So don't forget, after you speak, turn off the microphone. Okay, so thunder is matter, but it is not solid, not liquid, not gas. There are another type of matter, another type state of matter, which is called as a plasma. Later on, we're going to see about this. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to tell you is about the matter. Chemistry is talking about the matter, and the matter is something that have mass and volume, and those are the example of matter. You have to know how to differentiate between matter and not matter. Okay, the next one is chemistry is the study of the composition, structure, properties, changes, and energy. So there are a couple of things here that I bolted, which is composition, structure, properties, changes, and energy. So when we are talking about chemistry, we are talking about the matter, what we are going to learn in the matter, we are going to learn the composition, we are going to learn the structure, we are going to learn the properties, changes, and energy. In bahasa, we call it komposisi, struktur, sifat, perubahan, energi. Struktur, komposisi, sifat, perubahan, and energy that accompany changes in substances or matter. Okay, take a look at this. What picture is this? This is what substance is this? It is H2O. Do you know H2O? What is H2O?
Water.
Water.
Yes, H2O is water, the one that I drink. Yes, H2O is water. Now in chemistry, after you know that H2O is a water, turn off your microphone, please. After you know H2O is a matter, and we are going to see inside the H2O. What we are going to see first is the composition. What it is consists of. As we know that H2O is water, it consists of two different type of element, which is hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is the white one and oxygen is the red one. So when it is coming together, it will make water consists of two different element, which is hydrogen and oxygen. So this is the composition. And another one is the composition itself. How many hydrogen and how many oxygen to make it water? As we know that, to make it water, we have two hydrogen and one oxygen. Two hydrogen and one oxygen. So this part of chemistry we call as a composition. What is it consists of and what is the composition? Okay, so this is the first one, composition. The second one, as you know, let's back to the slide here. The second one, after composition, we are talking about the structure. Okay, now what is the structure? Let's see. So the structure is this. So this is the structure of water. As you can see there, water is not linear. It is not linear like this, but it is bent, bengkok, bent. Okay, so this is the structure, the geometrical structure of the water. So this one you will learn in the structure. After you know the composition, now is the structure. The third one is we are going to learn the properties or sifat, the properties. The properties can be categorized, can be classified into two different properties. The physical properties and the chemical properties. The left one is, it is the example of the physical properties. What is physical properties? For example, the color. Color is physical properties. When we're talking about water, what is the color of water? Anyone know?
Transparent.
Clear.
It is transparent, colorless. Water is colorless, no color. Okay, so as you can see here in the slide, water is colorless, no color. If you put coloring substance, then it become colorful. For example, I put blue color here, then the water become blue. But the water itself, it is colorless. So this is one of the physical properties. There are so many physical properties that we are going to learn in chemistry. Another one, look at the right side, the right picture. It is the pH. Anyone know about pH? Have you heard about pH?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. You heard about pH. Later on in 11th grade, we are going to talk about pH. There is one topic here about pH. And water also have a pH. Okay, the water that is safe to drink must have a specific pH. Okay, so we have to analyze the pH of the water before we drink. So this pH thing is the chemical properties of the water. Okay, later on we are going to learn also about this one and any other chemical properties. But the point is now we have two properties that we are going to learn in chemistry. The first one is physical properties. The second one is the chemical properties. So we learn the composition, we learn the structure, and the third one is the properties. The next one is changes and energy. Changes and energy. What is changes and energy? Here, for example, we are still talking about the water. Water can change its state from liquid into gas. Liquid water can change into vapor. Vapor here is, the meaning is uap. So water vapor is uap air. So water can change from liquid into the gas. Okay, so this is we call the changing of the matter. And also we are going to learn the changing of this matter also in chemistry. And what makes liquid water changing into the water vapor? Of course, the energy. Here is the example, is the sunlight. Without sunlight, the water liquid cannot vaporize, cannot become a vapor. So because of this energy, the liquid water can change into water vapor. So energy changing also the one that we are going to learn in chemistry. So fourth thing we are going to learn, the composition, the structure, the properties, and the changing and energy. Okay, so that's why that's one is the one we're going to learn in chemistry. So chemistry talking about matter and its changes. What we learn in the matter, we learn the composition, we learn the structure, we're going to learn the properties, and we're going to learn the changing in energy also. Okay, another thing that I'm going to explain today is about the branch of chemistry. So this is the last thing that I'm going to explain. After this, we are going to have one more lesson after the lunch break, and that lesson will be in GCR, not video conference. We are going to study in Google Classroom. But in this session, I'm going to finish with this topic, the branch of chemistry. There are so many branches of chemistry. I'm just writing some of them here, and that's why I'm writing his etc. It's mean that there are so many branches of chemistry. Maybe next week, or not next week, next lesson on Thursday, I'm going to add some more branches of chemistry here because I'm mentioning the time now. If I explain all of them, maybe we will not have a time to explain all. The one that I'm going to explain today is this. Okay, but next lesson, maybe I'm going to add some more branches of chemistry because it's important. What are those branches of chemistry? The first one is this picture. Like, look at this picture. What branch of chemistry is this? What you see here? This is biochemistry, right? You see in the left side here, that is biochemistry. So biochemistry is one of the branches of actually, they are different. Biology is a science. Chemistry is a science. Now another things we have is biochemistry, which is the collaboration between biology and chemistry. And if I want to explain this biochemistry, maybe it's like this. Generally, biochemistry is talking about the macromolecule that exists in our body, in the nature. For example, we have carbohydrate, we have protein, we have lipid. So in this example, we are using protein, as we know that protein is one of the most essential substance in our body. And mostly you learn the protein in biology, right? But actually, protein is not only biology, it has also things related with the chemistry. So we call it as biochemistry. In biochemistry, we are going to learn the structure, the composition, the properties, and also the changing of the protein, the reaction of the protein. And of course, with the function, yeah, the function of protein. Those are the things that we are going to learn in biochemistry, which is a part of chemistry. But protein also studied in biology. When we are talking about the genetic part of the protein, then it is studied in biology. But we have another part of the genetic, we call it as a genetic science, Actually, now genetics is now become a new science. In university, they are opening new department. It is under biology, under the faculty of the science, but it is not separated from the biology. We call it as a genetic. It is another new science. And genetic is itself is talking about the gen, yeah, DNA or RNA, and its function. So those things you're going to learn in genetic. But chemistry is talking about the real or the what big function of the protein itself, the structure, the composition, and also the changes in the protein. Okay, so this is the first one, biochemistry. The second one is, we call it organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is talking about what? When we are talking about organic mean is something that is from the nature, right? If something is organic, you can find it in the nature, or this is coming from the nature. For example, when we're talking about the waste, organic waste, sampah organic waste is the waste that's coming from the human, or not human, actually living thing, coming from human, from the animal, or from the plant, from the living things. All the waste that coming from the living things we call as organic waste. So this organic things is very important. It's a very wide topic also, and we have a branch of chemistry we call as organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, mostly we are going to talk about three essential elements, which is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So these three essential elements are the fundamental element in the organic chemistry. So when you look at this picture is represent the organic molecule. So when you look at this, there are gray color here. The gray color is represent the carbon. As you can see, most of them are carbon, okay? And we have also white color, which is also dominant in here. This white color is represent you the hydrogen. And we have red color here. The red color here is represent you the oxygen. So this three element is the fundamental element in organic chemistry: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, so this is the second one, organic chemistry. And another thing, we have also analytical chemistry. What we learn in analytical chemistry, analytical chemistry is to analyze something. So for example, if I want to analyze what is inside my water, you have to do in analytical chemistry branches. So inside this water, it is not only pure water. The water that we drink is not a pure water. It is a water that contains many things. There are minerals here. There are also another element inside this water. So if you want to know what is inside those water exactly, you have to do the analysis of the substance. You have to analyze them. And the science that in chemistry that learn about the analytical something, we call it analytical chemistry. In analytical chemistry, mostly we are going to study with the equipment. As you can see here, some students are using the equipment here. There are many equipment that they are using here. So this is an analytical equipment. So when you want to analyze something, then you have to use equipment. So this is what we learn in analytical chemistry. The next one is physical chemistry. Physical chemistry, yes, is related with the physics, but it's not exactly. Actually, it is talking about the behavior of the substances. Yeah, the behavior of the substances in micro scala, in a small scale of the substance, which is the atomic scale. So not the behavior of the substance in macro scale. In macro scale, the behavior of the substance, you learn it in physics. For example, you learn the movement of the movement of car in physics, right? But in chemistry, we are not going to learn the movement of the car, but we are going to learn the movement of the atom inside the car. So it is which is very small. It is micro scala, micro scale. It's very, very small. We are going to learn the behavior of the atom. Atomic scale is very, very small. And it's also included with energy. Energy also included in the behavior of the substances. So physical chemistry is one of the hardest topic in chemistry when I'm learning it in university, when I study in university. This is one of the hardest topic because we are talking about micro scale of the substance. And we are going to learn the behavior of that micro scale of the substance. So it is difficult. If it is, you can see it is in a macro scale, in big scale, like you learn in the physics, movement of something, then it's maybe easier, but it is very small. It is micro scale is a very, very difficult. So physical chemistry is one of the branches of chemistry that learn about that micro scale, which is very small, the behavior of the substance. Another one, also in chemistry, we are talking about the electrical things, the connection between the chemistry with the electricity. As we know that chemical energy can be changed into electrical energy by using reaction. Later in 12th grade, you will learn about this in detail about electrochemistry. So the branch of chemistry that study about this, we call as the electrochemistry. Another one, it is about energy. I told you before that energy also learned in another branch of chemistry, like in the organic chemistry, maybe in thermochemistry and physical chemistry. But in detail, the energy itself is studied in one branch of chemistry we call as a thermochemistry. Thermo is coming from the word thermometer. It is measuring the temperature of something. So temperature, degree of temperature, how many degree Celsius. So it's related with the energy. So this kind of thing in chemistry, it is under the topic of thermochemistry. Although thermochemistry is not a big, one big topic, it is also learned in another part of chemistry, like in physical chemistry also study about the energy. In organic chemistry also some of the thing also related with energy. So thermochemistry is also one of the branch of chemistry. Another one, this is also the most famous one. It is called as a nuclear or radioactive chemistry. Nuclear or radioactive chemistry. The word nuclear is actually coming from the nucleus. Nucleus is what? Nucleus is the center of the atom. As we know that atom is very small, but there is a center in the atom we call as a nucleus. In the nucleus, there are proton and neutron, and proton and neutron are surrounded by the electron. Later on in the second topic, we are going to learn about this one in detail about the atom and its structure. But the science in chemistry, the branch of the chemistry that study about these nucleus things, we call as the nuclear chemistry, or sometimes it's called as a radioactive chemistry. Because when something nucleus is changing, when nucleus is separating, it can have a radioactivity. Yeah, it can have a radioactivity things that can be radiated to the environment. So it's related with the nuclear. As we know that nuclear bomb or atomic bomb, it is they are the same things. Nuclear bomb is the bomb is coming from the the atom, the nucleus of the atom, which is separated. When the atom, the nucleus of the atom is separated, it will give a very huge energy, and that energy is unfortunately used wrongly to become a bomb. That's why we call it a nuclear bomb or atomic bomb. So this kind of thing we are going to learn in the nuclear chemistry. And it is all interrelated with other sciences. Simply, we can say that chemistry in everything. That's why I told you that next lesson, maybe I'm going to add some more example of branch of chemistry and also the relation of chemistry with other science. For example, with the medicine, for example, with the pharmacy, for example, with the botany, with the astronomy. Yeah. Also, those are the things that also that we have to know about the relation between chemistry with the other sciences. So next lesson, I'm going to discuss about that one because as I'm planning, we don't have much time now. We have only 3 minutes to finish the lesson. So that's why these things we are going to learn in the next lesson. Okay. So for today, that's enough. As you can see here, chemistry in everywhere. In the second session today, or the lesson 3, in the lesson 3 in the afternoon, we are going to do some activity. What is the activity? The activity is this. You are going to identify the chemicals in daily life product. Okay. Chemical in daily life product. Maybe I'm going to show you one example from another class that's already give us the assignment. I'm going to give you one example. Okay. Maybe this. Okay. So this is the one that we are going to do in the afternoon. We are going to find one what we call it, one package of thing you see in your home. It can be from the medicine or from the food or anything. Here, for example, my example, I'm taking from the Indomie, yeah, noodles from noodle. I'm taking this one. Okay, what you are going to do after you find one from your home, this one, then you are going to find the name of the product. For example, it's Dettol. It says soap, and the uses in the life. What is the usage of that one? And what else? You are going to find the chemicals inside that product. So here, as you can see, there are so many chemicals here. You're going to choose at least 3 chemicals. So for example, this student, Arsegi Pari, choose 3 examples, sodium lauryl sulfate, and so on. And the next one you have to do is, you're going to write the benefit and the negative impact on the body from those chemicals. So from those chemicals, what is the benefit and the negative impact of the body, in the body. So this is what we are going to learn in the second session in the afternoon in the GCR. So you're going to do in your GCR. And after that, the last 10 minutes, there will be post-test about what I explained today. Okay, so that's enough for today. Now it's on under 1 minute to finish the Zoom. So see you in the afternoon after the lunch break. Inshallah, we are going to communicate in the WhatsApp group and the Google Classroom. Thank you. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.